So I was working from home last night, and I was finishing up a Dolby Atmos mix for a client. Unfortunately, I was not able to get it done in studio, so I had to take it home and get it done there. And in the process of doing that, I tried to mix a record with a mouse and a keyboard. And to say it didn't go well would be an understatement. It was abysmal. Now, if you can probably see behind me there, um, we have mix controllers, or DAW controllers as they're now referred to. And obviously, a lot of the young engineers coming up now don't necessarily understand the value of a DAW controller because to them it seems like a big mouse. It doesn't add any characteristics in terms of sound. Well, that one does because it comes with a plugin suite that emulates three different consoles currently, which is the SSL 4KB, the SSL 4000G, and the SSL 4000E consoles. So those plugins have a sound, but otherwise, generally, mixed controllers don't have any sound attached to them. They don't add any value in terms of sonics. But here's the thing, for those of you that don't understand the value of a mixed controller, it's just a workflow thing. If you can see the session behind me, it's a relatively sizable session. So getting through a session like that with a mouse where you're moving one thing at a time is not only tedious, but it's time consuming because you can only move one knob at a time, you can only move one fader at a time, and you're spending far too long on doing simple things like balance. Whereas, I can go through a session of 30, 40, 50 tracks in 2 hours mixed top to bottom. And last night, trying to mix this record with a mouse, I'm 2 hours into the mix and I've only worked on 8 of the channels. And at that point, I'm pulling my hair out. Like, I don't understand why anybody would work like this. Because I'm so accustomed to using controllers. I've been doing that for a decade. Working on, I've had the pleasure of working on consoles before then, and even throughout some of these past few years, I've had the pleasure of working on consoles. So the entire premise of mixing with a mouse, if you've never mixed on at least a mix controller or a DAW controller rather, you're missing out on a lot. For any young engineer out there starting out, I definitely would say get into the habit or try out a mix controller. Maybe it might not be for you, but for us, we mix anywhere from 150 to 250 records a year, and it's impossible to do that with a mouse and a keyboard for us. Simply because, sometimes you need to mix 3, 4 records a day. And in order to do that efficiently, you need to be quick and make decisions quickly, and therefore, it helps with the creativity side of things because you're able to make decisions much quicker and commit much quicker and not overthink anything.